us because while many people have turned to woodworking this year, next up is an organisation that's helped some of them to do it. But there's a lot more to the Men's Sheds Association than that.
It's given an incredible boost to the well-being of thousands, and in the run-up to Christmas it gets pretty busy in the shed, so Will popped in to lend a hand.
Like me, these guys love making things, and the place where they meet offers them much more than just a chance to learn practical skills.
We all know that men can sometimes find it difficult to express themselves and to talk about things that are quite personal. But men do often bond when doing something practical as a group, making, mending and building things together. Which is why the idea behind this place is such a lifesaver.
I've come to the Hatfield branch of the charity Men's Sheds. They've got around 600 groups across the country. Community spaces where men can get together, make things and share their problems. Peter Lowe set this one up in 2019. It's grown to over 100 members with about 20 regulars.
Peter, what was your motivation for starting up this shed?
So it's about giving people chance and room and a safe place really just to talk. What the Men's Shed have found is that men particularly talk better shoulder to shoulder when they're doing something rather than face to face. Lots of men find that difficult, stiff upper lip, all that British stuff, it is a problem. So if they're working on something together, it allows them to open up and to talk.
An estimated 8 million British men admit to feeling lonely at least once a week. It's been called a silent epidemic, with a worrying 10% preferring to keep it hidden. But for the men who've become shedders, as they call themselves, there's been an immediate benefit. 88% said they felt more connected to their community, and 97% said they've made new friends.
What sort of people do you get coming through the doors here?
Oh, all sorts. Yeah. So we get older and younger, so there's quite a bit of intergenerational learning. Because we have the younger ones, a lot of the older ones are very keen to pass on the skills that they've got. They don't do DIY in schools anymore, so this is a great chance for the older generation to pass on skills to the younger.
Members of this men's shed are keen on woodwork, collaborating on community projects as well as their own ideas and generally helping each other out. Today they're building a Santa sleigh together to put in the town centre, the local Rotary Club.
Oh, lovely. This is very nice. Ho, ho, ho. So are you going to paint this?
It's going to be red and gold. Yeah,
red and gold, lovely.
Yeah, Christmas colours.
What can I help with now? Are you going to take the side panels off and start cutting that profile?
Get the jigsaw around?
Yep.
Let's do it.
So you all come from different backgrounds, different jobs. What kind of has brought you all down to the shed here?
It's been a real eye-opener, as well as getting skills myself that I wanted to do and meet new people and socialise. Working for projects like this for the community has been fantastic.
For me, the isolation from friends and family and hospitality and leisure services started to make me just feel a bit lonely. And I thought, well, you know, something has to change with that, otherwise that can quite easily lead to depression.
It's helped me open up. I've suffered from social anxiety and I find it hard to speak to people. So it's nice to have somewhere local to go and help people out and teach them new skills and whatnot. It's a nice thing to do.
Brilliant.
In a global pandemic, you've got to find these pockets of happiness and distractions in a mindful way, in a constructive way, and Hatfield's Men's Shed, it ticks all those boxes.
Sharing new skills is at the heart of what men's sheds are all about. So today I'm hoping to bring something to the table as well. Peter and his fellow shedders are having to make hundreds of decorations this year, and today I'm hoping to help them nail it.
Christmas tree decorations are right up my street, and the group are pushing out the boat this year with Christmassy penguins. Why penguins?
Our emblem is actually a penguin. We were donated the Hoover when we took the vacuum cleaner apart. In the tightest part of the Hoover, there was jammed a
little toy penguin.
little plastic penguin, yeah.
So how have you been getting on with cutting out your penguins?
It is quite fiddly.
They'll be sold to raise funds, and I've got a surprise in store to speed them along a bit.
In my own workshop, I've made a little template for some small penguins. that should be quite simple to cut out. They're on a real thin piece of wood, and you should be able to cut them out quite easily on the bandsaw and put them together.
That's fantastic. That is much quicker than I've been doing.
Here's one I made earlier.
That's amazing.
You can
Wow.
then paint them up.
Wow.
Give them a nice little finishing
That
touch.
is amazing.
Fingers crossed those penguins end up decorating a few trees and raising lots of cash.
I've heard a lot about men's sheds, but spending some time with the guys here today, I've really been able to see the incredible difference it's made to their lives. Any of us can sometimes feel a bit lonely or struggle with mental health, so a place we can chat about it in a relaxed, informal way is fantastic. And it can all be talked about over something as simple as a brew and a mince pie.
That was great. What a great film.
It's a lovely film that, Will.
It really is.
Lovely bunch of guys, lovely bunch of guys, and you can see that was filmed before my hairdresser opened up. So.